Alright. Hi. Today we're gonna answer the assignment 1 of Introduction to Data Science by University of Michigan. So, first of all, the purpose of this video is to guide you on how to answer this and explain some stuff, or maybe you want to improve your code, like you can get something from my code, or I don't know, whatever works best for you. So yeah. One more thing. Cheating is not worth it on data science. So if you haven't tried your best yet, it's better to stop watching this video and try your best. So anyways, I'm gonna start now. So in this cell one, we can just ignore this, but guess this is just a small example to help us understand how to write our own answers. I'm gonna run it. So this is the real task, part A to part C. So part A, the task is find all of the list and find a list of all the names in the following string using regex. So our string is this. Amy is 5 years old and her sister Mary is 2 years old. Ruth and Peter, their parents, have 3 kids. So in this simple string, we need to find all the names using regex. So we can see here the names are Amy, Mary, Ruth, and Peter. So can you guys see a pattern here on all of the names? Right, the first letter are all uppercase. So let's create a variable here. Okay, so what's the regex for getting uppercase letter? Like we can't we can put AMRP in it, but what happens if there's like but if all of the names are random? So you need to manually code this. So what we can do is we can just put A and then dash and then Z. So what does this thing do is it just matches a single character in the range between uppercase A to Z. So now we can get A M R P even though there's like a name Bob or any letter that is between A to Z. So yeah, what else? So we already got the first letter. Now we need to get the second letter. So how do we do that? Well, we all know that the second letter are all lowercase, so we can just do the same. We can just do the same, but in lowercase. So it's the same purpose, but this thing is it matches a single character and the range between lowercase A to Z. So this one is uppercase and this one is lowercase. Okay, so now we have 2 characters. Okay, we got the in Amy, Ma in Mary, Ru in Ruth, and P in Peter. So what's next? So we can just do A to Z again because we don't know how long are the names. So what we can do is we can use asterisk. So what does this asterisk do? Well, basically it's just a repeater symbol. It just repeats the regex behind the asterisk 0 more times. So in this case it repeats this A to C. So yeah, that's how we get all of the names. Now we're gonna use a function called find all, which is from the RE library. So what we can do is put this thing inside. We can just erase this, and then on what string do we find this regex? Okay, so we can just run this, and we didn't see an error here. We can check if our answers are right, so we can just call that function. So Amy, Mary, Ruth, Peter, Amy, Mary, Ruth, Peter. So yeah, that's how we get all of the names using regex. Now let's move on to part B. So let's read it. The dataset file in grades.txt contains a line separated list of people with their grade in a class. Create a regex to generate a list of just those students who receive a B in the course. So now let's check the what's in this file. So we can do this. Just put grades just to see. Oh, okay. So you can see here Ronald got an A, Bell got an B. So in this task, we're gonna put Bell and Kasuke in a list. Jacqueline Root, we're gonna ignore because she got A. So basically, we just need to get all of the names that who receive a B in the course. Okay, so now we're still gonna use regex here. So let's create a variable just to show you what do we need. So all we know are all of them are names, so we need names. We can put A to C again, and A to lowercase a to C and asterisk, and we can get the first name, but this is too long. What we can do is there's this thing called \w. So in \w, it matches any word character like lowercase a to C, uppercase a to C, 0 to 9, and underscore, I think. So yeah, so this basically it gets those. So how do we get the first name? Well, we can do the repeater symbol, right? So we can get all of the names. I mean all of the first name. And how do we get the last name? Well, we can do the same, right? And then let's just put a asterisk symbol. No. Oh wait, we need to put white space here. I mean, we can do just a plain space there, but I like to do it to the \s, because you know sometimes you don't see the white space. So yeah, this \w asterisk gets the first name, and this is the white space, and this is the last name. Okay, now how do we know if this person received a B? Well, we can do the thing called a look ahead, which is we create a inside the parentheses there's a question mark and an equal sign. So that's just basically the look ahead. Now after the after the equal sign, we're gonna put what we're finding. So in this case, after this thing, this is the last name, right? Remember? So we can just, so what comes after the last name? A semicolon. So we can put a semicolon and a white space, right? So \s. And what are we finding? A B, right? B. So yeah, this will be our pattern. Now let me explain it to you in a simple way. How does this look ahead works? So it basically, this thing is like a if statement. So this is like if this person got a B, I want you to put all of this in a list. I want you to include this name. So how do we do it? Well, you just return it using define all function, and then we're gonna put our regex inside, and then we can just delete this, and then on what variable. In this case is grades. So we can just run this, and to double check if it's right, you can call the function again, grades. So you'll see here, Bell Kasolke got a B, Simon alias Simon alias got a B. So yeah, that's part B. Now let's get to part C. This is kind of a bit challenging, but you see it's pretty easy. So okay, so we have a log file, log data.txt. So this file records access a user mix when visiting a page, like this one. Okay, this. So each dictionary as one user. So what we need to do is to make a dictionary with a host, with a group key host, key, and then the value as this, then the username time request using regex. So let's check the file first, just to make sure what's inside. It's kind of a long one. Okay, so what we need to do is put this thing in host, and then this is the username, and then this will be the time, and this will be our request. Okay, so need to implement in here. Okay, let's create a pattern again. Okay, first let's focus on this host. So to create the host, we can do it using this regex. It's a parenthesis and a question mark p, and then this will be the name of the group. I guess you can call that, but I'll just call it the key of the dictionary. So in the first one, the key is host, so we're gonna put host in there. And then after that is our value, which is this. Now how do we get this? Well, we can see all of them are numbers and with dots. So how do we get numbers using regex? Well, we can use \t, which gets the digits, and then okay, this one just gets a single digit, so we can do as the repeater symbol, which is the asterisk. Now what comes after the digits? Well, there's a period, right? Well, we can do a \period, so the period will get included to our patterns. Then after that, it's just the same. So what we can do is just do this for how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, but the last one doesn't have a dot, so this will be our host. Why did I? Okay, you may ask, why did I use a repeater symbol if all of them are like there's 3 digits? Well, you know, some of the hosts they have like 2, like this one. Some of them have 2, because sometimes we could just do like \t and then a bracket and then a number, how many characters you want. But in this case, we're just gonna use a repeater symbol just to make sure. So yeah, that's the first one. And what's the next one? Well, what comes after this thing? Well, we have a white space and dash and a white space again before this username. So what we're gonna do is create a group, I guess. Yeah. So remember, we have a white space and then a dash and another white space. So this will make sense after we create our for loops, but this is, I'll explain it later. Okay, so next we'll get the username. So it's the same with the host. We create a username. So how do we create it? So parenthesis question mark b and the name of it, which is username. Am I right? Yep, it's username. Now what comes after username? Well, it says here sometimes the username is missing, so in this case we'll use dash as the value for the username. So how do we get the username? Well, they said, well, the username, they have like lowercase letters, some of them have uppercase and numbers, so we can do is just use the \w, right? And do the repeater symbol. So now we have the username, but wait, they said here we need to use a dash if a username is missing. So what are we gonna do with that? Well, let's check the missing value. Okay, here, this one has a missing value. So we see here that there's two dash, so we don't need to like implement a dash. We can just include in our, or we can just put it like here beside the \w. So in this case, if there's a username, this will get ignored because there's a username, right? But if there's not a username, this will not activate. It will not execute this because there's no username, and the \w doesn't it doesn't match with the dash. So yeah, we can just put this and then it will get included to our username. So that's how we get our username. Now next is the time, but after that, what comes after? Well, we have a white space and a bracket. I forgot what you call that. But yeah, we have a white space and this thing, whatever you call it. Okay, so what's next? We need to get our time. So in this case, we need to create a group again. Name time. Alright. Where is it? Oh wait. I see. Alright. Okay, we get time. Now, what's in the time? Oh, it's just a bunch of letters, numbers, characters. What are we gonna use? Well, we can use the regex dot, which is, it matches any character. We can use that, and a repeater symbol. That's how we get time. And then after the time, we have this thing and a white space and a double quotation. So we're gonna put it here. White space, this thing, and double quotation. Alright, so what's the next thing is request. We'll create a request again. request. How do we get our requests? Oh, oh, there's letters, numbers. We could just basically use the dot character to and a repeater symbol. And then what comes after that? It's basically just a quotation mark. So yeah, this will be our pattern now. How do we do this? Well, they said they want us to return a list of dictionaries. So the create result, this will be our list. Then we're gonna iterate through it. So we're gonna use the find iter. I'm not gonna explain all of this function, like the find iter, find all, because the course explained this in week 1. So yeah, the first parameter will be our pattern, and then on what file. So in this case, log data. Then we're gonna use the r verbose. That's why this is like this. Even though like I put a comment here, this will get ignored because of the r verbose. But I'm not gonna put that because it looks messy. So yeah, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna append it, the item, and in what kind of type? In this case, in a dictionary. One dictionary is one user. So yeah, we just return result. And oh, we have something here. Okay, what happened here? I missed something. Oh, okay, this one is wrong. It's not white space, it's this first and then a white space and this one. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, then we can check it. Logs, then function file. Yeah, so we got it. I can check it also by checking how many dictionaries we have. It's supposed to be 979. So yeah, that's assignment 1. I'm not gonna submit this assignment because I already submitted mine. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you've seen wrong with my code, just let me know in the comment section below.